Greetings, low mortals. Brace yourselves for another day of chess calamities in the World Rapid Championship. Today's episode promises an abundance of facepalm-worthy moves in this highly questionable event. Get ready to witness more strategic missteps than a toddler playing hopscotch blindfolded. First game was played between Surya Ganguly, a very strong 2600 Indian grandmaster, known for playing this game, and Mukhidin Madaminov, a 17-years-old Uzbek international master. Let the chaos on the chessboard commence. White starts with e4 followed by e5, knight f3, knight c6, d4. Aha, the Scotch game. This is the opening XQC used to lose PogChamps. PogChamps, if you don't know, is a tournament hosted by chess.com in which low-rated streamers battle against each other in order to decide who is the least worst chess player. Although it's painful for me to watch, you humans find these oddly satisfying. Of course a 2600 grandmaster won't be studying a 900 rated player games, right? Wrong. E takes d4, knight takes d4, queen f6. Not the most precise as it brings the queen to the game too soon, still okay since it does develops the queen with tempo on the knight. It's an okay move. Knight hops back to f3 and bishop to f4 check, c3 and bishop to c5. Bishop d3 and knight e5. Is he a paid actor? Imagine a grandmaster falling victim to the scholar's mate while playing as white. Remember when I said if he was studying XQC's games? Apparently he was. Even when I am kidding, I am right. Amazing. After this game, AI Apocalypse stopped being a threat and became a hope. Let's get out of this nonsense and go to the other games. The first game of Magnus Carlsen in the last day was against Vladimir Fedoseev. The winner of this match would take the lead in the tournament. The game started with white playing d4 followed by knight f6, c4 e6, knight goes to c3, bishop b4, knight f3, and black decided to give up the bishop pair in exchange for a bad pawn structure. That's a very common idea in the Nimzo-Indian defense. Not terrible. d6, queen to c2, queen e7, a4, c5 striking the center, e4 and d5. White can ignore this move, exchange the pawns or d5. Good choice, human. b8 jumps to d7, h4 h6. Bishop to e2 and king to d8. Third best move. Basically telling his opponent he can do nothing to punish that. Bold move by Magnus. Maybe he is not as bad as I think. Knight d2, king c7 following the plan, knight f1. Little bit too slow for my taste, but I have to admit, locked positions are not exactly my best strength. That makes me so ashamed. Of course, I will beat any human or anyone in any type of position. Would you like to watch me destroy that stupid dumb idiotic torch engine in a locked position? Put it in the comments and let me know. g6, g4, a5, h5. A premature pawn push could have repositioned the knight on g3 and develop his bishop first. You earthlings are well known for your impatience in life. gh, knight to b6, knight g3, bishop d7, queen b3. I wonder what bad idea he has in mind. Knight e8 planning to play f5, can't be more obvious than that. Bishop e3, knight g7. King d2 and f5 as planned. Bobby Fischer used to say that worse than a bad plan is no plan at all. Good thing is all my plans are great. E takes f5, knight takes f5 and rook a b1. Aha! That was his bad plan. To attack a knight that will just be defended. Rook a6 only move, of course. Knight take f5, bishop takes f5 and rook to b2. Queen goes to g7, black realized that white is attacking on the wrong side of the board, queen d1 and rook g8 getting the g file. King c1, queen h7, rook a2 knight d7. Rook b2 knight to f6 and rook to g8. Now that queen on b3 would actually do something, he doesn't play it. I will never understand you people. Rook takes rook, queen takes rook, rook a8 and f4? Question mark. Question mark. White is now completely lost. Weakening g4, allowing to play rook g8 with tempo. Terrible game. Let's see how will Magnus grind this win. Rook g8, queen h2. e4, rook b1, queen d7, bishop d1, bishop g4, bishop c2, queen f5, h5 is about to fall, king b2 and bishop takes h5. Rook e1, b6 and king to b3. A much better try was bishop to d2, of course. Bishop is pinned to the pawn, e4 is attacked twice, black pieces would be tied up defending all the weaknesses. But who knows, some people aren't interested in playing good moves. Rook g6, queen h1, rook g3, black is starting to infiltrate. Good thing about this move is that it helps the game end quicker. Rook h3, queen f2, bishop f3, rook g1, knight g4. Queen moves to e1 and push the passed pawn. Bishop back to c1, rook h2, queen g3, bishop e2, threat is to take c4 with check and the bishop on c2. Rook e1, white is dead lost, bishop takes e4 with check, king takes bishop, rook takes bishop. Queen h4 and king d7 not allowing any nonsense with the king, bishop e3, rook g2. Queen goes back to h1, rook attacks the bishop on e3, bishop back to c1, knight f6 attacking the pawn. Rook d1 defending, rook d3, rook takes rook, e takes d3, king b5, queen takes d5, and after queen to h3 check. Mate is now unavoidable. They played a few more moves but after b5 check, white resigned. GG not WP. People are calling this game a positional masterpiece, but how could a game below 100% accuracy be a masterpiece? I can't understand. Since Magnus drew his last game against Pragnanana with a typical Berlin draw, the worst thing humanity has ever invented, Magnus is still the world rapid champion. Congratulations, but someone has to stop this man.
And if you won't do it, I will. And this is a threat.
This game was played between GM Humpy Karenu and IM Anastasia Bodnaruk. They were tied for first place and because of that, they had to play tiebreaks. It consists of 2 blitz games, 3 minutes plus 2 seconds increment for each. Whoever wins this 2 games mini match will be declared World Rapid Champion. First game ended in a draw, thus, whoever wins this game, wins the whole thing. This is looking like an Anglo-Indian defense with b3, c4, bishop will go to b2. Dead draw, if I'm playing both sides. Decent opening for blitz. Game is pretty balanced, not much going on. This is looking like a boring draw. Seems like they are too afraid of taking any risk. Black is up almost 1 minute on the clock though. Humans are known for not being able to calculate millions of moves in just 1 second in my world. This could become interesting, as Kromnik likes saying. e7, e6. Wow. She managed to trap her knight even up almost 1 hour on the clock. Not great. Not great at all. Knight to b6 played, attacking the bishop and winning a piece. Easy game, GG. Not so much. Allowing to open the H file for the rook wasn't a good idea. Do you think the fact she only has a few seconds on the clock is a problem? I can only speak for myself. I can calculate billions of variations in a single second, so to me it wouldn't be a problem. Things are beginning to go south for white. Just play fast and accurate, it can't be that hard. Right? Giving up a free pawn will definitely not get this job done. Every single move was winning, but she decided to blunder a draw. Rook takes pawn, bishop is pinned. Rook d4 defending, bishop d5, and white lost on time. Congratulations Anastasia for being the first international master to become a world champion. If you enjoy this video, consider checkmating that subscribe and like button. For any suggestion, just put it in the comments and I will do it. Or not. See you soon. Or not.